Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a brand new release from 900 Global, and it is aka Hook Monster. So we have the Harsh Reality. Harsh Reality has that 902 blend solid reactive cover stock wrapped around the same core that was seen in the Reality, which is the Disturbance, but it does have an slightly modification with that AI technology in the core. Now mine is drilled pinned down underneath my middle finger with the mass kicked out. So we're going to do a comparison with the original Reality. The original Reality was a staple in everybody's bag, and we're going to see how close Harsh Reality is to the original Reality. So here we go. All right, guys, so what we are going to do is we're just going to throw shots, throw shots, throw shots, throw more shots, and afterwards we're going to talk about how this compares to the original Reality. So I'm going to try to go a little bit straighter, even though this one's going to hook at my ankles. Aced it. Now we're going to move 3 or 4 left. I'm still getting loosened up here. Oh. And as you can see, this ball likes to chug. It's a Reality. It's very shocked when they got rid of the Reality, but it makes sense when you come out with a bigger and meaner monster, essentially, on those heavier line conditions. So we're just going to keep moving left. Hit it. Oh. We're sliding. Well, I'm staying at about 25. I also drift. It's pretty good. Yeah, so what I will say is, just being honest, not hitting it a ton, simply because I'm going straighter. 2, ball naturally hooks, and 3, I'm getting older and older, so my bones are hurting. Oh, that's a little spinny. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Ooh. Keep moving left. Oh, big hook. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes with those big strong balls, when you kind of throw them to the dirt, they don't want to do anything. They kind of just like roll out. They're designed to hook in the puddle, so it's when it goes to the friction, it's just burning up. At least keep it more in front of me. Hey. See, that one wanted to go through the pins a little bit better, just because it was in the oil. It retained more energy than hitting the friction and kind of rolling out. Sorry if my ball is hitting my microphone as well. Very good. Ooh. PD. Shout out to little Dombrowski there. And I know, Patrick, it's Trip 4 Thursday for me, but you do a Trip 4 Tuesday post every week, and it amazes me. It's pretty good. It slows down in the right part of the lane. Really reads that body lane really good, obviously. but it slows down in the right spot and just wants to roll off of it. All right, guys, so that was the harsh reality. We're going to talk a little bit about it, and then we're going to get into the reality as well. But my harsh reality, drilled a pin down. With it being pinned down, I'm able to kind of keep my angles more in front of me. It doesn't want to stand up and keep going. Really like this ball in the oil, and I also really like this shape for, in my opinion, on those harder lane conditions, shorter lane conditions, to really blend out that back end. I will say when I throw this reality, it's probably going to be a little bit different because the reality that I drilled this before one of the tour stops, but it's pin up over the bridge. The mass bias is right close to my thumb, where the harsh reality is pinned down and it's further away from my thumb. So I'm expecting this one to be, it's going to stand up quicker, but I'm expecting this one to be a little bit forward. So let's go ahead and throw some shots. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stand pretty much normal spot that I would on house, about 25, and see what this reality does. Oh. All right, so first shot, I did touch up the surface because I haven't thrown this ball in quite some time, to be honest with you. But let's keep it going. Oh, trip forward, baby. Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, the reality wants to kind of stand up in that same spot, but it wants to keep going. Where the harsh reality just kind of wants to roll off of it, where for me, it's kind of what the pin down stuff does. It kind of just wants to roll off of it, control the lanes front to back. So I'm going to keep moving left with this reality and open them up. Oh, that's in you well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw one more shot here. And then we're going to talk about what I see on the lanes, talk about my other reality that I had, and how I think the harsh reality would fit into your bag, and the difference between the reality and the harsh reality. Oh, baby. Go ahead and talk about harsh reality and versus the reality. So the reality, like I said, it's pin up. It's going to be a little bit more continuous off the spot rather than my pin down harsh reality. I did have a pin down original reality that I threw on tour and shot 300 with at the USBC Masters. We'll be bowled on super slick lane conditions, slicker than normal. But the reality, when I bowled on tour last year in the gym, they were good for blending out that lane, blending out the fresh front to back. A big engine, big core. And personally, I think the harsh reality is kind of, like I said earlier, I think it's just a more modern reality to combat these lane conditions that we're seeing that are getting slicker. The bowling balls are getting stronger. So this is a good replacement, I feel like, with the reality. It may be a hair stronger in my opinion, but like I said, it's a more modern reality. So the harsh reality is a little bit more, for me, a little bit more down lane than the Eternity Pi. But if I want something a little bit more aggressive down lane for that solid, early cover stock bowling balls, I would go with a gem, Magic Gem, for those fresher lane conditions. I probably will drill another harsh reality for those slicker lane conditions, kind of something a little bit quicker. But really like what I'm seeing so far. I think this is going to be very useful for me. Harder lane conditions, controlling them front to back if they're slicker, slicker patterns in general, and even on short patterns when your thing goes down lane, the back ends start to get tight, and you just throw it to the gutter and just watch it tumble off the spot. So, yeah, I think the harsh reality is a good replacement for the reality. So if you liked your reality, which I don't know who didn't, the harsh reality is going to be a good addition into your bag. Like I said, really good colors, the orange, the gray, and the black. But I really do. I think this is going to be a good replacement for the reality on, a ball that you can throw on a bunch of different lane conditions that are slicker. So thank you guys for watching. Head over to stormbowling.com. Get your harsh reality February 16th of this month. Go over to stormbowling.com. Head over to your local pro shop and get yours pre-ordered and get yours February 16th. Also, too, thank you to Coolwick, Vice, and BowlerX. Coolwick.com. Use my code RMcCormick10 for anything that you need jersey-wise. Also, you go to BowlerX.com. Kristen and Lee-Sant do an amazing job there. Anything that you need from a pro shop standpoint, bowler standpoint, they absolutely kill it. And also, too, Vice for giving me the best feel in the biz. So, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.